1520 AM and 92.3 FM WHOW. Stream live at DeWittDailyNews.com. They're also heard every hour on the station that's your easy choice. 95.9 FM WEZC. And to read the latest local news on your electronic device, including tablets, iPhones, and smartphones, go to DeWittDailyNews.com. DeWitt County's #1 source for local news is on the air, online, 24 hours a day.
Your friend in Central Illinois. WHOW.
Top of the morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin insurance agent in Clinton. My guests in studio today, Paula Jiles, Executive Director of the DeWitt County Friendship Center. Good morning, Paula.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Great.
Feels like fall, doesn't it?
Yes, thank God.
It really does. Diane Cusey with Community Care Systems. Hi, Diane.
Good morning.
How are you on this fine fall morning?
Great. It's
Good.
Friday.
There you go. It's Friday. Can't beat it. Very good. Ladies, thanks for coming in today. And Diane, big time of year for you, of course. Open enrollment.
Yes.
Give us the dates. When does open enrollment start?
It starts October 15th.
So right
it's-
around the corner.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Yep,
So
a couple of weeks yet still. But thinking about that, what's open enrollment?
it is the time of year that for your Medicare prescription or Advantage plans, you can make the change if you want to change or compare drug plans, and which a lot of people do.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Medicare it's Part B, correct? I'm sorry, Part D.
Yeah.
What goes into that? Like, give us, for maybe someone that's either going to be new to Medicare or just, maybe someone that is kind of getting involved with maybe a loved one's situation.
yeah.
Kind of give us a rundown of what that program's all about.
So that's just your drug plan. The Medicare Part D is just the prescriptions. And so during this time of the year, say you're taking care of mom or dad or whoever, you bring in their list of medications, we enter them in, and it will sort out cost and what's covered and what pharmacy is covered for the next year, for 2025.
Do those change a lot year to year?
Yes.
Okay.
This year especially,
Premiums change.
Okay.
Everything's, they change all the time. Just an example, real quick. Several years ago, we had some Humana plans. One was around $15 and one was around $75. They combined them. It was $53 and some change. And so if you're not paying attention, you're stuck. If you had the $15 plan, come January, you get a bill for $53, you're stuck with it all year.
So you want to review that?
Yes.
Every year.
I mean, in October, they should get an annual notice of change from their prescription plan. But if you're not paying attention to it and don't open it up, you're stuck.
Yeah. Now, Paula mentioned a lot of changes this year. What are some of the changes this year?
The biggest one is going to be they're going to do a payment plan. So like the donut hole and all that. So it's $2,000 this year. So that's the...
What do you mean it's $2,000? Like that's the deductible?
No, it's like, this is so hard to explain. You've already heard people talk about the donut hole. It's like a certain amount you have to pay. And so they've been bringing that down. So this year it's $2,000. And so if you take super expensive medicines in January, February, March, you're paying a lot, some of them. And so this year, so it's going to be $2,000 you're taking these medicines. It could be $500 each month. And so now they're going to break it down. I don't know how this is going to work. They're going to pay the insurance companies. So I'm not sure how, because what if you start a new med? Are they going to adjust that payment plan? Okay. So this is new.
Okay. And it's not $2,000 a month?
No, for the year.
For the year. Do you have to pay that like up front or? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That seems...
On the certain meds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that seems tough. I don't imagine a lot of seniors have $2,000 sitting around.
No,
Well-
if you have like a big diabetic medicine, you're going to pay the high cost until that $2,000 is paid.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It kind of rounds it down.
Almost like
Got
an
it.
out of pocket.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So,
And there is that low income subsidy for people. That's how a lot of seniors and people get through that.
and remind me what that is called?
That is through Social Security. So if you qualify, then the most you would pay is $9 and some change. I didn't bring it with me. A little over $9 for a brand name.
Okay.
And most of them are $0 to $3.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
how some people can get through that.
Extra help, I think, is what that's
Extra
called.
help, yep.
Yes, that's
Yes,
right.
yes,
Yeah,
extra
yeah. We have
help.
Social Security on every month, and they'll talk
Yeah.
about that when this time of year rolls around.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah, very good. So when it comes to the getting in and reviewing your plan, you mentioned because of all the changes, particularly this year, that's a good idea.
Yes.
So talk to me, Diane, a little bit about when someone comes to you to review their plan. What do they need to come to you with? Like, what do they need to have handy? What do you need to know to help them best? How about some of those things?
I would bring in the insurance card you have now, your Medicare card, and your list of medications. That's about it.
That's about it, huh?
And so appointment-wise, I'm at the end of October going into November.
Already
So-
filled up for that. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Those seniors are thinking about this
They
and
do.
getting in.
I mean, they can save a lot of money. you
They
know.
actually have to do this.
I had a gentleman one time was paying $75 for a Blue Cross premium, because everybody thinks Blue Cross is it. And so he took one blood pressure medicine. I'm like, we got to do something. And so got him down to like a $9 premium and a couple dollar copay. So it literally was like 60 some a month that he's saving.
When it comes to Medicare, like, do you have to have been enrolled in Medicare for a certain amount of time? I mean, okay.
That's right off the bat. That's during your initial enrollment period. So if you're 67 and never had a drug plan, you're going to have a penalty.
Oh, okay.
You have to sign up for that.
You have to sign up for this. So this is probably a good opportunity to get signed up for it if you haven't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the longer you wait, the
more that adds
the more
up.
that penalty is going to be. 'Cause
Yeah.
a lot of people's like, I don't take any medicines. Well, there's 0 premium plans or even a $5 or $6 plan.
In the event you go on something.
Yeah.
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 Right. Very good. So let's, again, Diane Cusey, Community Care Systems, our guest in studio today with Paula Jiles with the DeWitt County Friendship Center, our guest in studio today. So, Diane, what is your availability? You mentioned you're already booked out until early November. That's hard to believe. What's your availability? Where are you going to be? When are you going to be there? How about some of those things?
I am going to travel a little bit this year. So Farmer City is going to be my normal days, the first and third Wednesday from 9 to 11. Still going to be at Warner Library on the third Thursday, 2 to 4. Waynesville the second Thursday from 1 to 3. That's the normal. And then so for enrollment, I'm going to go out to Kenny for 3 days, the 23rd, the 30th, and the 13th. And that's like during the ladies' coffee hour. I'll be in that other room.
Okay.
And I'll start at 8:30 till I'm done, probably 11:30. And then I'm going to be in Weldon from 2 to 4 at the library. Friday, October 25th, Friday, November 15th, and Thursday, December 5th. And then I'm going to have 5 stops or 5 days over at the Friendship Center. So Tuesday, November 5th, Friday, the 8th of November, Tuesday, the 19th of November, Friday, the 22nd, and the last day is Friday, December 6th.
And when does open enrollment end?
December 7th.
December 7th.
It's a Saturday, so
All right.
that'll
So
be
keep
it.
those dates in
So-
mind.
And and call and let me know. That way I can bring a file with me. If I've got a file on you, then I've got all that information already.
Yeah.
So just, call and let me know, and I'll be sure to bring it.
I was going to ask, do folks need to make appointments with you
yes.
when you're at these places?
I'd like
you
it-
do at the Friendship
yeah.
Center.
Okay.
I'd rather, do
Yeah,
it that
just
way.
okay. That makes sense. Not just taking walk-ins and that
Yeah.
sort of thing. Okay, that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
I would try if I could work it in, but
Yeah. Let's speak to Diane, where you're at normally, and how folks make an appointment with you.
So you can call me at 217-518-8010 and 520 East Main.
Sure. With that said, how long are appointments and that sort of thing?
Usually, I mean, if you don't take a lot of meds and everything's we're not changing anything, you can do it in 20 minutes or less.
Okay.
It's not long.
Yeah.
I'm setting them for like 45 minutes because if we do make changes and go through things, and some might run longer than the other. But
Yeah. Well, and I wanted to. That kind of led me to ask. Should someone who, let's say, they've got a 2:30 appointment with you, should they maybe show up about 2:10, 2:15 in case you're done with the person ahead of them? They can just get right in,
Yeah.
and you can kind of move your day along a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Sure.
Yeah, very good. Waiting lists. Do you do waiting lists at all or anything like that
Yes.
once you start to fill up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we also let the ship office in Springfield know that we're full. So if somebody calls and wants an appointment somewhere that doesn't know about us, they know not to send them. They'll find somebody that around that would have the time.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Very good. Well, when it comes to, again, Diane, open enrollment, just again remind us the dates that runs.
October 15th through December 7th.
Yeah. So put it on the calendar right around the corner. Busy time for you for sure. Very good. Did I miss anything you wanted to talk about with that? Did you get all the information out?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Well, I'll tell you what, Paula, instead of starting in with you, let's take a break and we'll just come back and talk with you on the other side of that. Diane, best way for folks to get a hold of you?
217-518-8010.
Diane Cusey, Community Care Systems, our guest in studio. Paula Jiles, Executive Director of the DeWitt County Friendship Center, in studio with us as well. We'll talk with Paula next on The Morning Show.
WHOW.
Let's check the opening numbers now at the Chicago Board of Trade on this Friday. Jim Taylor, RFD Radio Network. Corn starting the day lower, beans higher, wheat trading lower. December corn opening 425 and a quarter, down 3. March corn down 3, 443. May corn 452, down 3 pennies. November beans 1049 and a quarter, up 3 and a quarter. January beans up 3 and a quarter, 1067 and 3/4. March beans 1082 and 3/4, up 3. December Chicago wheat 594 and a quarter, down 9 and a quarter. March wheat down 9, 617 and a half. May wheat 630 and a half, down 8 and a half. October bean meal 335.30, that's up 250. And October bean oil unchanged 44.69. Looking at the opening numbers at the Chicago Board of Trade on this Friday morning. Jim Taylor on the RFD Radio Network.
Here's Clinton Save-A-Lot owner Dave Jackson on Fighting Inflation 2024.
We are very strategic about our pricing. The other thing is you almost never have to wait to get checked out. And on top of that, we don't make you be the cashier either. We try to make sure in order to grow, you have to have labor. So we make sure we have enough people to do the job. And in order to absorb the growth that we've experienced for 24 years straight.
Dave and his staff help you save up to 40% on your food bill every day at your Clinton Save-A-Lot. And as Dave always says,
Hope to see you soon.
Warner Hospital and Health Services expanded emergency room means big hospital tech, small hospital caring. When you need ER care, make it Warner Hospital and Health Services in Clinton. Find out how their expanded ER can help you by clicking their icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Ramey Miller from Run Deep Coaching. Take your power back. I do holistic personal and business coaching. My service is virtual, so we can visit no matter where you are. Find out more by clicking my icon at DeWittDailyNews.com. That's DeWittDailyNews.com.
Your friend in Central Illinois, WHOW.
Once again, a good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Seth Lawrence. The WHOW Morning Show streams to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Again, Diane Cusey with Community Care Systems and Paula Jiles with the DeWitt County Friendship Center, our guest in studio this morning. And Diane, I know you wanted to talk about Memory Cafe. What's this?
Yeah, it's new. So it will be me and Rebecca Wheat. She's the caregiver advisor here in DeWitt County, and then Kelly Burton from Warner Wellness. And so we're going to put on this program. It's going to be monthly, first Monday of every month. Dementia-friendly social gathering for caregivers and their loved ones with memory loss issues. And so I'm just going to read right off here. It's a welcoming place for people with forgetfulness and their family and friends to build meaningful friendships with others in similar circumstances. So we're going to do like a walk down memory lane type activities, short and easy to follow education, and we're going to do like we'll have, of course, coffee, drinks, and a snack to go with it.
Okay.
So like for November 4th, it's 2 to 3 at the Warner Wellness Center. And the making healthy holiday choices is our topic.
Okay.
So we're going to do a low-carb fall dessert and just, I think somebody's going to come and talk about diabetes awareness and tips for the holiday meals and
Okay.
do some chair yoga, I think.
All right. So put it, and it's a series of
Yeah. First Monday of every month.
All right. So put that on the calendar. That'll be a nice little thing for folks to do.
Yeah.
So
November 4th is the first one. So if you want to contact either one of them, Rebecca's phone number is 309-445-7098. Or Kelly Burton is 217-937-5275.
All right, very good. So
Yeah.
put that on the
Something new.
Yeah, something new to put on the calendar and look forward to come
Yeah.
November. Very good. Well, Paula, let's shift over to you this morning and what's going on in the Friendship Center.
Everything.
Well, what's everything entail? Golly.
I know. Well, we have.
How
fun.
was your trip, by the way?
I haven't gone yet. Oh, my trip to Montana.
No. The Friendship Center trip to.
We leave Monday.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that. Really?
Yeah.
Did you move the dates?
No, it's right there on the calendar.
I don't know why. I thought it was sooner than that.
No.
Okay.
I had a big trip just myself.
How was Montana?
Oh.
Where'd you go? Yellowstone?
We went to Yellowstone.
Yeah.
We went on this highway called 212 Highway.
Uh-huh.
Beartooth Highway. Don't
Yeah.
do it.
Why?
Because the roads are this wide. And it's like this, and if you're the passenger, you're the one looking over
Ooh,
the
nice. Yes.
edge. No, not nice when you're afraid of heights. But it was fun. So
Is there
I'm
not
very-
like a guardrail or anything?
Oh, it's like this tall.
Oh, well, that's fine.
I even have pictures of it.
Nice.
Because I knew if I was going over,
You would need evidence.
I didn't weigh enough to hold that car down.
Did you go to the Dutton Ranch?
No.
Oh.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. Yeah, for sure.
After I got off this highway that had free range cattle
Oh.
that could just walk out in front of the 4-lane well, not 4-lane, but
The
at one
interstate.
point- At one point it was 4 lanes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they did. They just, and the buffalo, if you hit one of them, you might as well just fly home.
Oh, yeah. You're not getting that car back.
The helicopter ride was awesome.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
That
Wow.
That would be cool.
We're going to have to hear about this after the break.
later.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, what we got going on? We leave Monday for that big trip to Mackinac Island, and then when we get back, on the 15th we're going to the tea room. We're having a taco bar on the 16th at the Friendship Center. We have a breakfast fundraiser on the 19th.
Can I come out for the taco bar?
Absolutely.
Cool. I might just do that, to be honest with you.
What's like,
I-
there was like 5, 10?
10.
10.
Yeah, and you just make it. We even have to go if you need it.
Yeah.
And then support group with Ernie's on the 4th Monday of the month, every month. We have Walmart and Long John Silver's. Who doesn't like Long John Silver's?
Where's Long John Silver's at?
Springfield.
Springfield. Oh.
They have 2.
Not going to Golden Corral?
They do?
No.
No.
Not when Long. We went there last time.
Oh, sorry.
Got to shake it.
Got to
up a
mix
bit.
it up. I understand. Gotcha.
And all I see on here is open enrollment, because between her and Melissa, that does Medicare,
Yeah.
and she's very good, and so between her and Diane being in there taking up all my space,
Yeah, well, and I was going to say,
I love it.
with open enrollment, do you kind of scale back what you do so folks have time to get in and see Diane and those sorts of things, or do you still want to
no.
keep want to
no.
keep people busy?
yes,
Yeah. That's
'cause-
great.
Yeah, because we just move and move and move.
Sure.
We're going to Barn 3 and Busy Corner on the 25th.
And that's in Goodfield?
It is, you remember?
I do.
Yes, that's awesome.
Cool.
That'd be fun.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been to Peoria a time or two now since we talked last.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so it's like I like Peoria. The reason I had to go to Peoria was not great.
Yeah,
but
never
I
is.
I had to go to Peoria, and I see the coffee or the
Oh, yeah.
whatever the
Busy
sign
Corner.
is. Yeah, busy
Okay,
corner.
so if you're going to Peoria, any place close to the hospital, if you go straight down that road and bypass the hospital, keep going straight. Long John Silver's is on the left.
yes, right.
And if you go down just a little bit more, doot, Two Sisters and a Warehouse. Awesome.
What is that? That's that
Big warehouse.
Yeah, the
of antiques.
Yes.
And yeah. It's like having apple and pork inside.
Oh.
Interesting. All right. Paula's just giving us the breakdown this morning.
Make a day to go over there.
Anything else on the calendar this month, Paula?
so full, but it's mostly these guys.
Yeah, the open enrollment. Yep,
It's them
sure,
guys.
sure. Well, speaking of them guys, Diane, let's swing it back to you.
Yeah, go
and,
ahead.
talk about open enrollment one more time. Just again, the when it starts, and if you want to throw out where you're going to be and when, you can do that as well. We've got some
It's a
times.
long list.
It's fine.
It's all in here,
So
too.
it's and the newsletter from the Friendship Center has all of our information in there. Rebecca's flyers and stuff like that too for her caregiver. So open enrollment is October 15th through December 7th. I'm going to be in Farmer City. My normal days, first, third Wednesday, 9 to 11. Warner Library, third Thursday from 2 to 4. Waynesville, second Thursday, 1 to 3 at the Township Building. And then for open enrollment only, I'm going to be in Kinney, October 23rd and 30th, and Wednesday, November 13th at 8:30, starting at 8:30. And then Weldon, 2 to 4 at the library, October 25th, November 15th, and Thursday, December 5th. And then over at the Friendship Center, Tuesday, November 5th, Friday, November 8th, Tuesday, November 19th, Friday the 22nd, and the last day, Friday, December 6th.
Okay, so put those dates on the calendar in the memory bank, if you will, and get a hold of Diane. And what's you mentioned you are already starting to take appointments, so call now to get on that list. How do folks get a hold of you there, Diane?
217-518-8010.
All right.
And I have been getting a lot. I send out a mailer to a lot of past clients to kind of remind them and stuff, so I've got a lot of response from that.
Sure.
And anything that happens at the Friendship Center, Kim is taking appointments.
Oh, yeah.
And filling the appointment card and letting Diane know who's going to be there.
Okay, yeah. So call the Friendship Center too then. And your number is?
217-935-9411.
Excellent. Did I miss anything, ladies, that
I
you
don't
want?
think so. That was a big one.
That was a lot to talk about
Lot of
today.
info.
Yeah, very good. Ladies, thanks for coming out this morning. Diane Cusey, Community Care Systems, Paula Jiles with the DeWitt County Friendship Center, our guests in studio. The morning show streams live online all the time at DeWittDailyNews.com, also to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance.
WHOW.
The Big 1520